A nonverbal autistic teenager was just taken off life support just a week after he was pew-pewed by police officers. Let's get into it. But before we get started, for those who are new here, hi, I'm Xander. I'm currently a college student, about to graduate soon, with a major in supervision and management on the business program, with the hope of getting into a prominent career in the public recreations industry. I also happen to be on the autism spectrum as well. I started my YouTube channel last year with the intent of actively engaging in autism advocacy. But anyways, let's jump into what we heard so far. This all started down in Pocatello, Idaho, when police received a 911 call from an individual who said that they saw a young man being inebriated and out of control. This said individual also reported that he saw the young man with a... I don't think I might be able to say this word because I could get struck if I even say it. So I'm just going to try to put it simple and plain. Carved stick. The said individual also said that he saw the inebriated man chasing people inside a fence with the carved stick. Of course, that was obviously a big red alert, so police went and arrived at the scene where they saw the inebriated man on the ground, apparently falling down. 3 officers who were in the scene told the young man to drop his carved stick. The young man got up instead and went walking right towards them with this said object on his hand. You can probably guess what proceeded right afterwards. Unfortunately, the police would come to realize right after the fact that the young man was not inebriated, but instead a 17-year-old boy with autism, cerebral palsy, and severely nonverbal. 17-year-old Victor Perez, the young man that was pew-pewed by police, remained on life support for about a week, until he was pulled off on April 12th of this year. And since that tragedy, and even now, there's been currently a lot of outrage and outcry from a lot of people, especially the autism community and the Latino community. The issue at hand being just how the police assess the situation. And as for my take, I do think that a lot of things could have done differently in all sides. Oh, and by the way, the individual that made the 911 call was actually the neighbor of the young man's family. So of course he had to have known who Victor was. And I honestly do not know if he knows or not. But if in that matter he did knew what Victor really had and what was going on with himself, that could have been one thing he could have told the police. But no, he just said he was inebriated. That right there is an underside of common sense. And I do have to question though, why did Victor even had a carved stick? That's what I want to know. But regardless of how different the situation would come to be, there's still no need for that measure of drastic method. And we as a society, and especially the police, definitely need to do better for these types of tragedies to not ever occur again.